Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Man, you ready? Here we go.
The best thing about playing the Super Bowl, there's great players all over the field.
They got a lot of dynamic players on their side.
Keep the camera on me, dog.
And we got a lot of dynamic players on our side.
We got more, baby.
Well, it'll be fun to go up against them and see who's the better team. It's going to be a great show. Biggest show in the world, man.
Here we go. Come on. This might be the best way.
That's how fast they can do it. You just don't see this.
Might be the best way.
The Buccaneers, amazing. Let's go.
Who's going to hoist the trophy? Who's going to make the history?
This might be the best one. Yeah.
It's just been a special year for this team. It don't mean that if you don't finish the job. I'm excited to be the world champions. It don't mean the world to me to be able to go back to back.
To be able to do that, we imprint your own legacy. That would be forever remembered in history.
This might be the best way. This might be the best one.
Mahomes,
We're built for moments like these.
Brady,
Just like that.
Super Bowl. Let's get it started.
It's Super Bowl 55.
Let's do this.
This might be the best one. Yeah.
The Super Bowl today on CBS is presented by Progressive Insurance.
After a season full of uncertainty, folks, we have made it to Super Bowl Sunday. Tampa, Florida plays host to today's monumental game as the city prepares to host its 5th Super Bowl, and this one will be historic. For the first time in NFL history, a team will play the Super Bowl in their home stadium because later the hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers will go to battle with the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs with the coveted Vince Lombardi Trophy on the line. And hello, folks, I'm James Brown, and welcome to the Super Bowl today, presented by Progressive Insurance. And tonight, the NFL season comes to a head with what is absolutely a box office affair between two star-studded teams looking to etch their names in Super Bowl lore. And, folks, a dynasty that stands the test of time is built on a foundation of moments. And tonight could be the moment for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. However, Tom Brady knows more about moments than anyone in league history. Folks, he leads a motivated Bucs squad that's ready to seize the day. And I'm joined by my esteemed colleagues, all from the fraternity of players and coaches. We talk about folks like my guy, Phil Simms, two-time Super Bowl winner. Super Bowl 21, they won the championship. Hall of Famer, Coach Bill Cowher. We'll explore that more. Nate Burleson, a superb wide receiver who also is the only man in history to return 3 punts 90 yards or more for a touchdown. And the guy who is the self-proclaimed handsome one of the set, that would be Boomer Esiason, an NFL MVP.
JB, thank you for that introduction. I just want to say one thing out there, America. We are here to have fun today. I've been a part of 22 Super Bowls. Unfortunately, only one as a player, 21 as a broadcaster, and it never gets old. And I think I speak for everybody up here. I want to thank SNL and the cast of SNL last night for kicking off our Super Bowl Today show.
No doubt about it. That was fun to see. Yes. We made it. We made it, guys. This year, this season, it has been like a marathon for all of us, not just us, everybody at home watching. And with our goal in mind, we kept running. We didn't quit. And now as a network, as a league, as a country, we get to collectively cross the finish line on a day that's so special. Super Bowl 55, two greats, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. And let me remind everybody, as they're watching this game, in the NFL, there is no passing of the torch. There is only snatching of the torch. Mahomes wants to snatch it. We'll see if Brady lets him.
You think about this year for the head coaches, what they had to go through. As a head coach, you're a teacher, you're a problem solver. You unify people and you try to incentivize compliance. And all these guys had to do it through a year where it was moving parts, the fluidity of everything that took place. Talking about not having players on specific weeks, not being able to practice a whole week. And yet the theme and mantra you had all week, I don't want to hear excuses, just respond. You know what? These two teams responded all year long, Phil, and that's why they're playing for a world championship tonight.
No doubt about it, Bill. You know, when you talk about football, it's a game of adversity. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. But the big deal is, can you make the adjustments? And I give the NFL and the players I admire them greatly for fighting through the season to get us here to Super Bowl 55. And tonight at 6:30, one team's going to go out there on the field and create memories that are going to last a lifetime.
All right, Phil, and certainly all of you know this all too well. Unfortunately, we did learn of some sobering news out of Kansas City as a member of the Chiefs family was involved in a multi-car crash just days before the game with the latest certainly is our Super Bowl today insider, Jason Lockenfora.
JB, Chiefs outside linebackers coach Britt Reed, son of head coach Andy Reid, is in a Kansas City hospital this weekend after striking two cars on his way home from the team facility Thursday night. 5-year-old passenger suffered life-threatening injuries as a result of the collision. I'm told Reed sustained internal injuries. Sources said Reed told police he had been drinking before the crash. Kansas City police told me it will be weeks before their investigation is complete, including the results of a toxicology report. Andy Reid has told friends that he's distraught about the situation, JB, but trying to focus on coaching his team today.
And Jason, understandably so, we appreciate that update, and clearly our thoughts and prayers are with all who were involved in that crash and their families. Well, with today's game being played here in Tampa, a little home field advantage could be in play tonight. And for more on the fans, let's check in with Tracy Wolfson, who, by the way, is back in a very familiar place.
You are right, JB. I can't believe we made it here. I can't believe I'm on the sideline for the first time this season. But home field advantage, I'm wondering, will it make a difference today? As you mentioned, about 25,000 fans will be on hand, including 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers, all wearing masks. Now, if you look around, you will see 30,000 cutouts throughout the stadium just to give it a full field. Now, right behind me is the massive 100-foot Raymond James Staple, the Pirate Ship. And normally, during a Bucs home game, the cannons go off right after a score. That will not be the case. This is actually considered a neutral game, which means they will only use those cannons during player introductions. Unless, of course, the Bucs win. Now, in terms of jerseys, the Bucs are actually going to be wearing their away uniforms, their white uniforms. That's because they are 5-0 on the season wearing them, so why change it now? Which means that Kansas City will be wearing their red uniforms, the same ones they won with last year in Super Bowl 54. Now, speaking of the Chiefs, let's send it over to the Chiefs Hotel and Jay Feely.
Thanks, Tracy. It's been an unusually normal week of preparation leading up to the Super Bowl for the Chiefs players. They were in Kansas City all week, didn't come to Tampa until Saturday, so it's just a normal away game travel schedule. That allowed the Chiefs to practice at home, to do their normal studying routine, and to get treatment like they normally would, which was huge for the Chiefs, especially Patrick Mahomes. He told us in our production meeting that it was instrumental for him to be able to be home with his guys that he would normally get treatment with, using the same equipment, trying to overcome that toe injury and be ready to roll out here today in the Super Bowl. Now let's go over to Evan Washburn at the Buccaneers Hotel.
Thanks, Jay, and happy Super Bowl Sunday from the hometown Bucs team hotel, where coach and players behind me are putting the final touches on their Super Bowl prep. It's been a fairly busy day here. Had positional meetings this morning, a team meal at 1 p.m. Eastern, and in about 20 minutes, the first wave of buses will make their way over to the stadium, and that will include Tom Brady, who after 9 trips to this game has pretty much mastered the art of managing the hours that can feel like an eternity ahead of kickoff. He told me he uses every available moment to watch film. He feels like you can't over-prep for this game, and he acknowledged that this has been the most football-centric prep that he's had in front of any Super Bowl he's played in, largely based off the circumstances, but also because his family's been gone for 2 weeks. He's been home alone, just grinding on tape and getting his mind and body right. And two guys that know how to prepare well, as I well know, my teammates for most Sundays, Ian Eagle and Charles Davis. Take it away.
All right, Evan, thank you so much. And the Washburn Hair is already having a Super Sunday. That is absolutely certain. Hey, Charles, we're excited to be a part of this. This is also a rematch. Week 12, they played one another. Kansas City got the win, 27-24. The score doesn't indicate, though, how well the Chiefs played that day.
You're right about that, Ian, because in that ball game, Kansas City sprinted out to a big lead. They were up 17-0, and they did it by striking vertically downfield. Patrick Mahomes' big arm and Tyreek Hill's speed, quickness, and versatility. And they really jumped on Tampa Bay early. But Tampa Bay, of course, fought back before Kansas City closed them out with a 4-minute drive at the end. Patrick Mahomes with 2 good scrambles and a dart to Tyreek Hill to end the ball game. It became a dogfight, but the way Kansas City got out fast, that's concerning for Tampa Bay.
Mahomes had huge numbers. Brady had good numbers. Tyreek Hill, monster numbers. What can we take away from that game? What will these two coaches use from that game tonight?
We always talk about adjustments and changes, and when you get ready for a Super Bowl, you don't make monster changes. Sometimes you do things you intended to do the first time. In the first game, Tampa Bay only ran the ball 13 times. I think they've got to get up to about 25 because you want to take away possession from Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. And if you're Kansas City, you know they're going to come after Tyreek Hill, double and triple him. Travis Kelce has been tearing it up in the playoffs. They're going to come after him. Who's the third guy? Is it Sammy Watkins coming back from injury, Byron Pringle, or McCole Hardman in some schemed up plays for him?
Countdown to kickoff. It is underway. The Super Bowl today, presented by Progressive Insurance, continues right after this.
Coming up on the Super Bowl today, it's a quarterback matchup for the ages. Two giants clash when the greatest of all time takes on the best in the game right now.
Mahomes, Brady, Super Bowl.
We'll take you behind the scenes of the biggest concert of the year as Grammy Award-winning artist The Weeknd prepares for the Pepsi Super Bowl 55 halftime show. Overcoming obstacles has become second nature to Jason Pierre-Paul, so it was no surprise when the veteran pass rusher showed our Nate Burleson why the Chiefs offense must plan for his insatiable swagger.
So I ain't got to prepare for Patrick Mahomes. He got to prepare for me.
It's all coming up on the Super Bowl today on CBS.